Well, it's a big good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Wrightson coming to you from the Mildura Bowling Club. A fantastic location. And we've had absolutely fantastic weather. It's a pleasure to bring you the game. We've had 28, 29 degree days every day this week. It's been an absolute blessing. Greens are looking $1 million and running beautifully. Game one for today is this morning, or the AM game. And we've got a really good game coming up here. We've got Mark Peters and his crew from the Mildura Bowling Club. Two of the boys in that team were crowned champions of the pairs tournament that ran Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Of course, this is a 7-day tournament. This is the 2-day fours running on the Thursday and the Friday. So we're hoping to get some guest speakers coming in to talk today. Also, some of the sponsors will pop in and say good day and enlighten us on their involvement in the Bowls Club. Folks are just about finished their roll up, so we're really looking forward to a cracker day. We've got for the Mildura Broken Hill team, we've got 3 ladies versus 3 men. Mildura Broken Hill composite team, we have Chris Hunter and Doris Roberts of Broken Hill playing with Rayleigh War and Tracy Metcalf as the skipper for Mildura. They'll be up against recently crowned pairs champion Bernard McCarthy leading and Mark Peters as the skip. Dale Presley is the third, and Kieran Casey from Meetung is playing second with the boys from Mildura. So we're ready to rock and roll. Under the way now with Chris Hunter bowling starting off. I had a lovely game against Chris and Doris earlier this week. As Chris did against me last Tuesday. Started off very well. Thank you very much to those of you who have joined us already. We've already got a lovely comment that's come in from Eve Taylor. We're looking forward to bringing you the results of the other events, the other rinks that are happening during the day. $6,000 up for grab just for this 2-day fours event alone. We had a big prize for the pairs that were on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we've got another game of pairs coming up tomorrow and Sunday. We might have a little bit of weather coming in, but I'm sure we'll get around that. Bowlers from far and wide here for this tournament. We've got players from as far as Broken Hill, in the southwest of New South Wales, through to Geelong, across to Mount Gambier, just over the South Australian border, and also up to Adelaide. Everywhere in between there, I think there's even a team from Launceston here, which is very good to see. They've done some travel. Bernard with a lovely bowl there. Just getting a bit of wind coming through at the moment, folks. I apologise if the noise is getting to you. We get a little bit of this desert wind pop through every now and then. Hoping to maybe get Peter Gaglia, a current South Australian player and long-term South Australian coach. Hopefully he'll be able to join us in commentary. I believe his teammate's fallen ill, so they're hoping to find a replacement so Pete can help us out. So this is Kieran Casey. He plays for the Meetung Club, but he's joined up with the Mildura boys for this event. Been a lot of good banter, a lot of good sportsmanship shown throughout this tournament. Being an open, all the events are open tournaments. There's a mixture of old and young, and male and female. And like I said, covering a very wide range of locations. thanks to Craig McLashen and Eve Taylor for chiming in. Don't forget, folks, you can get involved with the live chat. You can pass messages on to me if your family, friend or relative, teammate aren't bowling as well as you'd like them to. Let me know. I can pass the message on. I'm pretty much sitting right in front of them. Eve Taylor's mentioned the $6,000 prize money. Grandpa would like that. And I can tell you for a fact, Craig McFarlane, that Mark Peters played extremely well to win the pairs tournament. Came from behind to beat Peter Gaglia. That's no mean feat by anybody's standards. So Rayleigh War plays for the Mildura Bowling Club. The ladies are very nervous, as you can imagine. There's a little bit of an age gap with some of the ladies. And also they know that these blokes are some of the best blokes going around in Mildura. So the girls are quite nervous. They've been to hair and makeup, they've told me. They've got their lucky undies on and all that. So Rayleigh here, she's the grandmother of a fantastic young bowler here at the club. Oh, had she not kicked the goal there, she would have been telling the young folk how to play. So this morning we've got this game of 14 ends. Following that, we have a break for the lunch. 2 more games in the afternoon. I can tell you that one of the games we've got on this afternoon is one of the only 4-game winners from yesterday's first 3 games of this tournament. 3-game winners from yesterday's 3 games. So there's 4 of those. Viewers may know those. We've got, as I said, some teams from Adelaide. So the team of Andreasen from Marion, Wichello from Somerton, they'll be on the live stream this afternoon. Also P. Mitchell from the Workers Bowls Club here in Mildura and M. West from the Workers Bowls Club. They're the only 3-game winners after day 1 yesterday. Tracy Metcalf, skipper for the Mildura Ladies 4 team here. Not far off at all. The boys are still holding 2 at the moment. So Craig, here's your champion, the big fella. Tells me he was a gun surfer over at Margaret River and also not Geelong, Bells Beach down that way too, Torquay. And he did tell me, smashy mate, go Uncle Mark. He did tell me he's a bit like myself. He doesn't get out on the surfboard too often these days. Tracy with another good bowl if it holds on. 2 lovely bowls to start the game there, Tracy. They're still 2 down just. But a good confident start from the girls. As I said, they're quite nervous. But there's been plenty of banter. Yep, and there you go. For the family of Mark Peters, he's dropped a bomb in on the very last bowl to score a 3 there. Very well done. We will mention the sponsors quite a bit today, folks. We have quite a fair few sponsors for this event. The Mildura RSL, Davison Motors and First National Real Estate, Colin Tierney here in Mildura are fantastic sponsors of the club. We will mention them and the others. I won't apologise for that. Without them, this event wouldn't go ahead. And we've got thousands of dollars up for grabs over 7 days, so they deserve some recognition. And I will endeavour to always remember to take them off whilst the game's going. For those of you who have watched me before, having a chuckle right now. It is quite common for me to forget I'm looking at 3 monitors and 7 different images. Nice start there from Bernard. There's a little bit of wind around today. We haven't seen very much. I think it's going to get up to about 25, 30 km/h winds today, which is double what we've been getting every day this week. Little bit of contact there. First toucher of the day. Good to see. Helps get the nerves out of the system. You might see the players a little bit today just swatting the flies. They've become quite friendly. Chris has drawn shot with a ripper there. Well done, Chris Hunter. Doing the Broken Hill side of that team. Very proud. So most of these players, I think, other than perhaps Rayleigh, who I did see walking around during the rest of these players have had 3 games of pairs, 36 ends every day of the pairs. They've also had 3 games of fours yesterday, another 14 ends per game. So there'll be some tired boys and girls getting around by the end of the day, and some of them are still backing up to play. Some of them will be backing up to play another 2 days of pairs on the weekend. So I'll be back out there with my mate Chubby, Peter Gregory from the Mount Gambier, from the Road Bowling Club. Had a lovely couple of days with Kim and Robin Jones and their family members, Jackie and Peter. So lots of regional areas being represented. Adelaide probably being the biggest city. We do have some people here from Essendon and Melbourne, I think. And of course, Marion Bowls Club, Somerton Bowls Club, quite a few of the Adelaide crew head down this way every year. I've seen them over the last three years we've been here. Fantastic to see Dawn and John Peters tuned in. That is so good to see. It's lovely that, look, I got involved, for those of you who don't know, I got involved in live streaming through Boyd Dumbrell, the legend that is known as Happy Bowler. I thought I'd give it a shot, and the whole reason why I gave it a shot is because I like to see bowls getting out to people in the communities. We do love watching Australia's Best. And Bugsy, speaking of Australia's Best, he's not quite there yet, but he's not far off. He'll be very happy with that one. Dale Presley. He often plays with Isaiah in the pairs, and this is Isaiah's nana, grandma, Rayleigh War. So, Forrest Wombat's tuned in. Thank you very much, Forrest. Great to hear from you, mate. It's good to see we've got some regulars and some new people involved in the live chat. My apologies. My apologies, Hevsy. It is 3-0 to the Mildura crew. It's great to know the people in the live chat keep reminding me of the little jobs that I forget. It's much appreciated. So I got involved in live streaming bowls just as a bit of a bowls tragic, as a lot of us are, because I wanted the bowls to get out to the communities and to people who are playing in regional areas. We love watching as I said, we love watching the best bowlers go around. We get to see those on the East Coast through a lot of the other YouTube live sports broadcasts. But this gives the average bowler out there a chance for his or her family to see them on TV in the comfort of home, not having to travel. So thank you very much to those who have tuned in already. Mark did tell me he had a fair few family that he might get to catch up with him today. Can be quite a proud moment for some of these bowlers to know mum, dad, brother, sister, or the children are watching. And I can tell all you Mark Peters fans, he has bowled extremely well all week. Evidence of that right there. Little trail to your own bowls a call from Dale Priestley. Bit of a change in Bernard and Mark were together for the pairs and did very well. His weight was good for what he wanted there. We got Nathan Gaglia on the rink next door here, trying to get his face on TV, I think. Oh, Tracy won't be happy. A little bit short with that one, but another one to the Mildura boys. 4 zips the score. Special thanks to Bluey's Mobile Tyre Service. Jason down there does a fantastic job. He services quite a large area in this area, around from Red Cliffs right through down here in Mildura and probably even further far afield. He will even come out and help a bloke like me at 6:30 on a Tuesday night when he's woken up and found his tyre flat in the morning. Shout out to you, Jason. Fantastic effort. And Bernard's about a metre or so behind there. Not a bad spot to get things started. This lovely lady got upset with me the other day. Whenever she got a close one, I just accidentally rested on it. Poor old Chris Hunter. She took it all in a stride though. Between her and Doris, we had a lot of laughs. Fantastic game. Country people just making friends with other country bowlers, which is really good to see. Yeah, Bernard will like this one a little bit more. Claps from teammates, claps from opposition. Fantastic to see. So there's 16 rinks running live at the moment, 32 teams of 4 here. We had all 4 greens full for the pairs. So for the pairs, there was we've got Mildura Bowling Club and the Mildura Workers Bowling Club all at the one location. The clubhouse is in the centre, so 2 grass greens on the western side, 2 grass greens on the eastern side. The club's working well together. They've got communal facilities, cooking and bathroom and meals, that sort of thing. Mark just letting Kieran know. No need to be quite so gentle there. We found every day so far that the greens were just that tiny bit slower in the morning. We haven't been getting too much dew or frost, which has been good. But by the afternoon, after just gentle winds and 28, 29 degrees, the greens have probably got up to about 17 seconds, maybe 18 in the afternoons. The lovely Doris Roberts there. This bloke's a former BMX legend too. Dale Presley, more commonly known as Bugsy. Very well known around the traps, as are his sons. I believe they're very good BMX riders and competitors as well. Hope you've been keeping out of trouble, Wombat. Watching from Ardrossan in South Australia, which is great to see. Ooh, lovely weight to sit that bowl out. Bugsy's narrowed it up a little bit this time, maybe a little too much. Probably won't be far from being second best there. A good home there for Rayleigh. Chris will like that. Mark's just giving me a sly grin as he walks past. Stirring up the boys as he walks through. I know the 2 guys that knocked Mark and Bernard out of the pairs last year, and they vowed after the match. Ooh, you're a little bit heavy with that one. Yep. Not a bad catcher at the back there. Oh, yes, Kim Jones and I got them in the semi-final last year, and they said we'll be back bigger and better this year. And they came up against some very good opposition. Peter Gagler and his teammate from Broken Hill. And they did themselves and their club very, very proud. There was a great atmosphere. Quite a lot of people around this green on this actual location for the final of the pairs. It was 2 full days, and then they ran a top 8 final section and a consolation round. There was Eagle Hawk. Oh, lovely bowl there. Fantastic bowl there from Mark. While we're giving him a wrap, that was a good timing. What can Tracy do? She won't be short this time. Is it going to turn in enough? Almost. Two for sure. Two to the gentleman from the Mildura Bowling Club. Home ground advantage showing through. G'day to you, Terry Turner. For those of you who are new here, we got Forest Wombat, Forest Panda. We have Terry Turner from Scotland. We have people from all over the world that tune in regularly, and it's lovely to know that they've dropped by. They might get to watch a couple of hours based on the time difference from here to Fife in Scotland. Well, you couldn't have rolled a kitty any further without it dropping in. That one, they're all having a laugh. I don't know that anybody expected such a long end. That's what they've got. The bowls are still holding up at the end there, which is really... Oh, no, it didn't. It dropped at the last second. A little unlucky there. Nicely weighted bowl from Chris. Big shout out to the all the sponsors. But a massive thank you to my host for this week, the Apex River Beach Caravan Park or Holiday Park. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful location on the Murray River. They could not have been more accommodating. The variety of options, powered and unpowered sites, cabins, variety of different sizes of cabins. Nothing beats a walk over to the sandy area on the bank of the Murray River. We've had full moons, we have had beautiful sunsets. Been quite blessed with the weather. A promoter's dream, as the President John of the Mildura Bowling Club has said. Bowls dropping in the ditch everywhere here. They'll all be blaming Bernard for rolling the kitty so far. The lovely Doris tried flirting with me yesterday when she found out that she'd be on the live stream. There was all sorts of cash for comments, jokes being thrown around. Kieran Casey's got a ripper there. Lovely bowl. So the Mildura boys just holding the one at the moment with the blue bowl. Chris's maroon is still second best. Good line from... Oh, and it has held up. Nice line from Dale there. Everyone's still just getting the feel for it too. As I say, that these guys have played so much bowls. Most of that was played after lunch, obviously, each day. One game before lunch every day. And so getting used to this, the pace of the green back again each morning does throw everybody off. The muscle memory should have you bowling the same each afternoon. It's just that adjustment in the mornings. This one getting a clap already from opponent and teammate. Nice bowl, Dale. Yeah, lovely bowl from Rayleigh. Has it hung around enough? They're having a good look at it. It could be the best and could be the shot bowl, and it's behind, so trying to get an indication from players. Might have just rolled a tiny bit too far. But Rayleigh War will be very happy, as will Tracy, knowing there's a bowl behind for her. And second best is always handy. Another good bowl from Mark there. I don't know if that'll be quite in. Just needs a little bit of contact. Oh, unfortunately, might have pushed it in. Not a bad home there for Mark. All right, Trace, what can you do here? She was very close with the first one. She was just looking to come under the front bowl at 10 o'clock there. She's just put a little bit extra on it. It's just held out on her. She was unlucky with the first not to get shot. May have made it two. Now gives it a quick measure. It is definitely two. Yep. Another sponsor I'd like to give a big plug to is All Seasons. They have put up one of the best raffle prizes I've ever seen at a bowls tournament, and I've been to one or two over the years. $1,700 worth of houseboat stay on the brand new top of the range houseboat down here at Mildura on the Murray River. You don't get a much better prize than that in a raffle. It certainly beats the very popular meat trays and 6-packs. So very good job to All Seasons. That is a massive, massive prize. Myself and many others have got plenty of tickets already in that one. Nice jack-eye bowl there from Bernard to start off. And another good lead bowl from Chris too. Got one of our lovely sponsors coming in to have a chat with us shortly, actually. Oh, Chris is dead set unlucky there. Sometimes you can't quite have the luck when you need it. Somebody on the adjoining rinks just found out the hard way that there's no dead ends. All re-spotted for this event. The pairs took a fair bit longer because they did replay every end. It was killed. G'day to Peter Williams, has tuned in as well. Fantastic to see you're involved again, Pete. And I think it's Hevsy. Thank you again for my reminder. There's a good chance now. Oh, nice bowl there from Kieran. Now's a good chance to welcome one of the major sponsors of the tournament. I've got with me now Brad McLashen. Thank you very much for joining us, Brad, from Mildura RSL.
Thank you very much for having me.
Morning and welcome to what's been a fantastic tournament so far, mate, and with more to come.
Very nice. They've even turned it on with the weather today.
Oh, I tell you what, I don't know how you Mildura folk put up with this glorious weather 360 days a year. Bugsy was close there. It's fantastic that you've come down, mate. We've also got some people coming down from Davison Motors later on to talk to us and about their involvement with the Mildura Bowls Club. I believe you're the president?
Yes.
Big job for you.
It is. It's a huge job. At our AGM only end of March, we had a rather young committee stand up, and out of 9 on the committee, There's 7 of us under 45.
Fantastic.
All ex-service members of that
Excellent.
7.
Yep. That's very good. And most of those would be local to the Mildura area or Mildura region?
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Some
Spread
of
around a
them,
little bit?
some of them are born and bred, but others, like myself, have moved here after service. It's a very nice little area.
It's good to see that the ex-servicemen are involved too. I mean, it's not like you haven't already done enough for the community, and I'm sure you've heard that before, but to follow that up with a local community involvement and a friendly environment, I think it's a fantastic thing that they've got you on board, but also that you blokes, men and ladies, have put your hand up.
Yeah, there's at this stage there's only men on the committee, but always looking for a female veteran or affiliate member to step up.
Yep. That last bowl might have nearly tipped Chris's in. Yeah, it did. It's tipped Chris's bowl in for shot. The ladies are holding one, mate. They're behind the 8 ball at the moment. These hot shot fellas have been stirring up the girls, but at the moment, the ladies are holding one. That's fantastic. So you're not from here, but you've moved to the Mildura area?
Yes.
Quite a life away from the city, maybe?
No. I
you've
grew up in Bendigo, and
Okay.
when I come home from service, my family had moved up here, so
okay.
come up here.
Perfect. So Bendigo would be like coming from the big smoke to Mildura.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a culture shock, but it's quite nice with the river running through.
It is. Have a look at this. Mark Peters, he's got it real close. Yeah, I mean, there's many things that you might want to talk about whilst the game's going, or throw some, or I can throw some questions at you and see how you go on the spontaneous ones.
Yeah, we can do that, or can run through a little bit of what our sub-branch has to offer.
Yeah, we'll just
Fix those screens up.
Sorry, folks, we just got one of those little bits of wind shooting through, and gazebos are swinging and twisting, and I'll leave the image on where it is for the time being. I'll just fix that up. Commentate away, Brad. You tell everybody about the bowls.
I don't know about the bowls, but I can run through some of the stuff our sub-branch has to offer. So at the moment, we have a veteran service manager who is also our advocate, and he helps with everything DVA related. So if any service members out there, you could reach out to Paul Mensch at the Mildura RSL sub-branch. We do half-price meals for a service member and a guest on a Wednesday, whether it be lunch or dinner, and we use that as a bit of a check-in for all our veterans. Also, service members that are members of the Mildura RSL eat. They're over 80, they'll eat and drink for free at any time. This has proven pretty well with our older vets, as quite a few of them live on their own, so they come in 2 or 3 times a week, and we know they're getting a nice hearty meal. On the Saturday mornings, we do a walk from the Jessica Rabbit or Lock 11 car park, and it's just an hour, so 30 minutes one way at your own pace. Then we turn around and meet back there. Sorry about that, everyone. The 30-minute walk at your own pace, and then turn around and go again. Then we meet back at the Jessica Rabbit Cafe down there at Lock 11, and RSL pays for coffee for veterans and their families. We run an activity on the last Sunday of every month with RSL Active, and it uses all our veterans and veterans' families, and gives the kids something to do. We've done 10-pin bowling, nitro golf. We did smashing axes last weekend, which was quite enjoyable for all ages. We've done the range shoot out at Sunraysia Field and Game. We've run big events like Christmas and Easter. We have Santa come around and give the kids under 12 presents, and everyone over 12 gets a gift card for one of the local shops. Easter, we do. This year we did a basket with full of eggs. With the price of eggs this year, we thought we'd throw those in and help families out. We also do a lot with the schools. We get involved with them in the lead up to Anzac Day and Remembrance Day. And last couple of years we've run a colouring competition leading up to Anzac Day. Done that, and we take all our gear in and let the kids hear our story and then try everything on. And
Fantastic.
the colouring competition is all prizes relate back to Anzac Day, so they're all books that like Anzac Ted, my granddad marches on Anzac Day, never forget. With our community engagement, we've done funding for the Army and the RAF cadets. We're running a scholarship for the second year for students, year 11 and 12. It got to have ties back to service, and we do that with Jade Brenham and head over to, and they do the Kokoda track with them. And because Mildura is a large World War II training base, we have the RAF Museum here, which ties all our history back.
Is the museum at the RSL?
No, the museum's out at the airport.
Oh, yep.
We've just shifted everything, and hasn't got back up and running yet. We're hoping for the next couple of weeks. But there's a Sabre jet out there as well that we've had done through the Denton Men's Shed. We had them restore it all, and that's out there. And we've got another one that's in the works. It'll be maybe 3 years away yet, but that's a Vampire when we do get that one.
Yeah.
We also jumped on board with the Diggers Guild, and they do little packages, and they send them over to soldiers, airmen, and seamen all overseas, and it's just a bit of morale boosting for them to open something from home. And we have letters that get sent off from the local kids.
Yep.
So the service person can reply, send a letter back to their child that's written the letter.
So that's not just coming from a family or a friend, that's coming from a random child at a school. They're dealing with a random serviceman or woman at the time.
Yep.
So it's building that recognition, acknowledgement from a young stage for kids, isn't it?
Yeah. And
and they don't have to know them. They've just got to know there's somebody out there helping represent Australia overseas.
Yes.
And that's a fantastic thing.
And with the cadets too, like when we go to the schools, we push the cadets for kids that show some interest, to get them down and involved.
Yep.
But all the kids love chucking on some of the old gear, and they think they're hitting a bit, which is good. Good to see them smile and have a bit of a laugh.
Yep.
But,
I'll just draw your attention. Have a look at this. These boys have been pretty hard on the girls at the moment. But we didn't mean to interrupt, Jack.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
You can't forget to acknowledge these bloody the way these guys are bowling at the moment. These girls will be pulling their hair out. So, I think that's a massive part, that interaction. We didn't have that when I was at school.
No.
Yes, Anzac Day, Remembrance Day, things like that. But that direct contact between a current serving Army, Air Force or Navy personnel with a current school student.
Yes.
I think you're bridging a huge gap there.
Yeah, it's been really good. And when we visit the schools and take our stuff out there for the kids to all dry on, we often get letters back from the classroom. They send it back to whoever's presented the stuff for the day. So they get displayed in our bistro too, so everyone can see.
Oh, terrific.
Some of the community engagement stuff we have been doing.
When the kids are up there with mum and dad having dinner at the RSL, there I am, all dressed up. Yep.
And, it's quite surprising when the kids go home and tell their parents that they had a veteran, and then we see them on one of our big occasions, Anzac Day, Remembrance Day, and they want to pose for a photo with us. The parents are often shocked by us younger guys standing there, because everyone just assumes that it's Vietnam and nothing else has happened since then.
That's right, yeah. I've got a few years on you, so I remember I remember veterans from many years ago. But you're right, the parades were always seen as the old diggers.
Yes.
And it is great that there's more people my age and younger out there now being represented, so people understand that there's been a transition.
Yes.
It's not 1918 anymore. No, I wasn't around then before you asked.
No.
But it's great to see that people understand. The people walking the streets, the people working at the RSL or building that house over the road, or playing bowls at this bowls club, could be ex-servicemen or women.
Yes.
And I think that makes people understand that these are normal, regular, everyday people in our community. So, yeah, fantastic.
The school involvement has been huge. We often get called back to schools for ceremonies again and again, and they book us in years in advance now, so it's really good.
Excellent. And what about your involvement with the Bowls Club here? That's been going on for quite some time.
Yeah, I tried to check out how long we'd actually been sponsoring, but as far as I can go back, it's been 10 years.
Wow.
With our start being involved. But we also jumped on with a couple of other organisations last year, and that was the Make-A-Wish.
Yep.
We did the rally that starts off here and finishes in Townsville. I'm not sure if I can say the name of it, but it's the shitbox rally.
You've already said it now.
Yeah,
so.
I have now.
That's what the pen and paper's for. No, I think the average viewer out there that watches bowls would be quite familiar with such language. But what a good concept, yeah, the shitbox rally. I like it.
Yeah, that was good. We hope to be involved with that one again.
I like that bowl from Chris too, putting the cat amongst the pigeons. One pink bowl amongst all of these boys. That's out here. I'm just praying. The girls are 11-0 down at the moment, and I'm just praying that they can.
They'll hold a grudge.
They'll
hold a grudge.
Stir these boys up a little bit. Get a couple of closies in there. So 10 years involvement. I mean, look, it sounds like everything you do is about the community, and it's an absolute credit to you and your team. I'm sure you've got a fairly big team there, not just your committee members, but
there's
plenty of volunteers up there too.
Yes, volunteers and our admin staff do a marvellous job. And we've been working with RSL Vic to take on some of the load from Merbean RSL, Redcliffe's Orimple, and the Robinvale one, because they're ageing members and there's no newer members coming involved.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're trying to take the burden off them of all the paperwork, and so they can stay open.
Fantastic. It's a big job.
It is.
Yeah, I couldn't begin to imagine how much work goes in to so many different projects. It sounds like you've got going consecutively too.
Yes.
But a man with your past experience, that's part of the game, isn't it? You've got to be able to do more than one thing at a time, and you've got to be good at every single one of them.
Yeah, that's why I'm very thankful of our staff. They do a lot behind the scenes, and a lot of the time they're not recognised.
Yeah.
I keep saying that we're Sunraysia's best kept secret.
Yep.
Because up until recently we didn't advertise. We were just the RSL.
Okay.
And we took it all on the chin, where with the younger generation coming through and more of the social media stuff getting pushed, that's been really good.
Well, the fact that the Bowls Club here has gone ahead with live streaming today, you've got a lot of good information out to the bowls community and also the wider community. People be watching from all over Australia. Here we've already got one fella in watching from Fife in Scotland. So your message will get out. This will be on YouTube forever and a day.
Oh no!
So your message gets out to a lot of people this way. And it's fantastic, and it's deserved. Look, you've made your organisation in partnership with so many others are doing so much for so many people just at this event. Every single bowls event that I go to, there's always people talking about how the sponsors get them through. Without the sponsors, they'd be no good at all. So,
thank you very much.
Some of them because they like the prize money.
Yeah.
But also the sponsorship to the club. Without your sponsorship, the greens wouldn't be this good. There wouldn't be facilities around. There wouldn't be sunshades over there on the 35-degree days. The sponsorships that people put into Bowls Club goes to so many different things. Keeping the price of food and drinks down, it's far-ranging. So it's very much appreciated. I can only thank you on behalf of Australian people, but also as a Bowls person. Your involvement in a Bowls Club is very much appreciated.
Oh, thank you very much.
Any big events coming up in the next couple of weeks?
We go back out to the schools again next week and present all the prizes for the colouring competition, which is all the books, age level appropriate, but that tie back to Anzac Day. So we have that, and that takes up about a week by the time we get through all the schools and their formalities, I guess, so that all the kids end up with one. Then after that, we sort of slow down for a little bit. Everyone takes a breath, and then we'll start resetting again.
Think of the next project.
Yeah, especially after Anzac Day. It's a huge day.
I was about to say, this has been a busy time for you, I could imagine. There's probably not a time where you aren't busy, I guess. It just comes in stages where, depending on, what time of the year it could be. Yeah,
normally for myself, it's busy at the start of the month, trying to organise our next month's activity.
Okay.
For the veterans and their families, and then actually running the event at the end of the month. But in the middle is sort of, we're lucky enough to have our veteran service manager take on most of that sort of stuff, and then our general manager keeps the business running with his amazing admin staff.
Yep. Just to let you know, folks, Brad is also a very good monitor catcher. We have got wind whistling through here every 5 minutes at the moment. I don't know which is going to hit me in the head first, the marquee or the one of the three monitors. Oh dear. We can only prepare so well. Maybe I need to go. You need to put me through a bit of training. Here's a
couple of G clamps to hold the monitors down.
Yeah, that's exactly. There's only so much sticky tape and hockey straps and cable ties can do, mate. I might have to upgrade to some clamps. The sportsmanship between these people, fantastic. Doris just had a closey there, and you can just see the opposition just giving a big hug, like, well done. She's just battling to get one in there. These girls will be desperate to get some score on the board here. They knew they were going to be up against it from the start, so. You ever had a game of bowls yourself?
We did do an RSL active up here at the Mildura Bowls Club, and barbecue afterwards. It was good. We had a bit of fun with the kids, and that's what it's all about, getting the kids out there and so they can see that there's other veteran families kicking around the region.
One of the good things about bowls, and like your RSL club, anyone from any age can walk in the door and can gain something from it, whether it's the friendship, whether it's a bit of exercise, whether it's two blokes out there having a grizzle about life. It could be about their wives, it could be about work, it could be about anything. But this is a place just like the RSL club where people look out for each other. The bowls clubs Australia-wide are exactly the same.
Camaraderie.
Yeah. Yep. Support sometimes. It could be that somebody's struggling to get out of the house. They're just a bit flat. And next thing you know, their mate says, "No, come on, we're going down for a roll." "Oh, I don't feel like it." Doesn't matter. You're coming for a roll because I know when you finish, you'll be happy as Larry. It's that getting out of bed or that leaving the front door.
And that was one of the main reasons we brought in the Wednesday lunch for veterans and guests. So
excellent.
We could get them out of the house and have a little bit of a check-in.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah.
Yep. I work in mental health, and I know sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. You may just ask them on the right day, how they're travelling and what they feel like doing, just to make them feel a little better. It may not be mental, it may be physical. It could be a variety of different things. Could be age-related and health-related and all that sort of stuff. So It's a nice, warm, fuzzy thing that we're doing. It's the reason why I got into live streaming, you know. More people get to see it. We've got family members that are already tuned in here. Dawn and John are watching their son bowling right now. So it's all about getting all this important stuff out to people. People want to know what family members are up to. Why do they keep talking about I'm going to bowls, I'm going to bowls? They'll be wondering sometimes, how could you possibly spend that much time at a bowls club? Trust me, you can. I've played against some of these ladies already this week, so there's been plenty of banter and talk about. Ooh, poke that through a little bit. So how did you go at bowls?
Not real flash, but...
Too many muscles, I reckon.
No, not
You've been
anymore.
putting it in the ditch all the time, would you?
And curving it the wrong way.
Oh,
Yeah.
the famous wrong bias.
It's
And then they probably wanted $1 off you for every time you did that, did they?
it's
No?
no longer $1. The
Oh,
price goes
it's
up.
gone
It's
up.
inflation.
Well, the way petrol prices are going, they should be dropping the price for a wrong bias, I reckon. It should be down to 50 cents. We should do the opposite. We should just halve it. If they're going to double the price of petrol, we should half the price of a wrong bias, I reckon. Oh, Tracy just a little short there. Didn't quite. We've got a measure on for shot anyway. The maroon bowl is Chris's. Oh, it's not the one they're measuring though. It is that blue one. One more to the boys. It was 1 centimetre in it. We often use the phrase, I'm sure you've heard it before, when you're playing 8-ball or you're playing bowls, if you don't win an end, you drop the pants and run around the pool table.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the ladies were a bit nervous yesterday, so they've all told me to put on their nicest frillies just in case the boys give them a toweling today. You can imagine Doris and Chris over there just coming up saying, do we have to wear special undies in case we don't win an end? And I'm politely trying to come up with a... look, luckily they all know each other. Look, you can see them all down there. They're laughing. And look, what do we got? A 15-0 ball game right now, and yet they're all staying together. They're getting along fine.
Still smiling.
No, it's not A-grade rugby league. They're not trying to bash each other. So we're 7 ends down, folks. Halfway through the game. It's been great to have you on, Brad. As I say, it's very good to see that the RSL. We've also got the Davison Motor Group and Collie and Tierney, you three of the major sponsors for this particular part of the event. I'm trying to think whether there's about 16,000 up for grabs total in prize money.
Wow.
For this 7-day tournament.
Yep.
6,000 for yesterday and today, so the best probably 3 or 4 teams, I think. And the prizes will go down. There'll be prizes for the top 3 or 4 places, plus there'll be other prizes. So it might be yesterday's best winner on ground that doesn't qualify for another prize and things like that. The meals have been fantastic here. So another thing that the money goes to, because they have to pay for caterers to come in.
That's good to see that the region has got behind it and with the sponsorship.
It has, yep. I've been looked after by the Apex Holiday Park down the road, and Bluey's Tyre Service helped me out the other night when I woke up first thing Monday morning ready to go to bowls. I woke up with a flat tyre after arriving late on Sunday evening. So I've met plenty of lovely people just in the short time I've been here. You've added to that list.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me. And
Not a problem at all.
Being able to put the word out there about what we're doing at the Mildura RSL sub-branch.
It certainly sounds like you're doing a hell of a lot. I'm glad you've got a big team.
We have, and they are remarkable. Like we last year we won sub-branch of the year. This year we come second. We come runners-up this year, so big things moving.
So you're competing against other RSL clubs?
Yes, other ones throughout Victoria. So you go run up against the other 10A sub-branches, which are the ones that have the pokies, like ourselves. But
some do, some don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without our pokies and the money that they bring in, we wouldn't be able to have our advocate or our veteran service manager. We wouldn't have the meals that go to the RSL units. We wouldn't be able to do our activities or even help prop up other little RSLs around the area.
Yep.
Yeah. Some people look down on the pokies. A lot of our ones that come through, our patrons, a lot of those are backpackers that come through. So. And if they don't spend the money with us, they'll go somewhere else and spend it. So
that's right. Yeah,
go where it's somewhere needed.
You're always looking for, income from tourists and from locals.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of bowls clubs that would not be where they are without poker machines. We in South Australia, we don't have a bowls club with a single poker machine in it. So people like myself and you and all of these people out here are playing one moment, they're racing in, serving at the bar the next moment. The president's there doing speeches in the morning, he's running the barbecue in the afternoon, so we don't have any paid staff at all. I think we have a cleaner that comes in 2 or 3 hours a week.
Yeah, right.
So a lot of us run on the smell of an oily rag, and then there's other clubs that have got restaurants, bistros, cafes, more than one of each in their clubs. And it's not a jealousy. It's great to see that there's variety within the bowls. The bowls club. Hey, Bugsy's got a ripper there. Mark sprays a trophy on his bowl. That's great to see Dave Beeman's tuned in too. Good on you, Dave. We have had glorious weather. Oh, ho, 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 ho. There's a very good friendship here. So Dale that just bowled that bowl that's sitting on the jack, he plays with Ray Lee's grandson. So they're basically all like family here. Yep. And yeah, she's trying to belt him and get him get the jack away from his bowl there. And she was unlucky not to do it. We've been blessed, Dave Beeman. Kim and I didn't do so well. 6 out of 9 over the first 3 days. That wasn't good enough. So you've got to be up there to be in the prize money. 6 out of 9 games on average. Sounds pretty good.
It does.
We were happy with that in a sense, and we're happy with the actual quality of the games. But you've only got to drop 1 or 2 big ones, and that's it. A bit unlucky there was Rayleigh. Yeah, so what's on for the rest of the day?
Today it'll be getting ready. We've got our first live performance in the sub-branch for a number of years. So we've got a ex-service member that's turned comedian, and he's coming through. That's like on tonight, so that'll be good.
What time's that start?
7:30.
No worries. And buy tickets, or it's free if you're in there having a meal? Or?
No, tickets were sold through himself.
Okay.
We just gave him the venue, and yeah.
So people can still turn up and get tickets on the night?
I believe so at this stage. They're
not sold out yet, but getting quick, folks. So 7:30 at the Mildura RSL sub-branch on
Madden Avenue.
Madden Avenue.
Madden and 10th. That's on the corner there. It's
That'd be fantastic.
Our first one for a little while, and he doesn't just gang up on one service. He does take the mickey out of all 3 services.
It's nice to not discriminate. I've been to see some great comedians over the years. I will do my best to get down there tonight. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
What a bowl. What a bowl there from Tracy. So they're still down the one with the white bowl, but Doris's grey bowl that Bugsy's got his foot on just there, yeah. Tracy was very unlucky not to roll that to the correct bowl there. 7:30, so yeah, pop down, folks. Go down to the RSL. Support the people that are supporting all of us. Head down there at 5:30, grab yourself a drink, have a look around. 6 o'clock, jump in and have some dinner. 7:30, go and see a good ex-serviceman comedian.
Yes, and
What a night.
in the bistro there, we've just got one of our chefs has come back, and she's amazing. She's done wonderful things in the bistro there in the last few weeks.
Oh, nearly another ripper there from Trace. And the boys take another one. But you know what? Nobody stops smiling.
No.
You can lose. You can be losing 16-0. Nobody's stopping smiling at the moment.
At the moment, wait until your cameras are off, then it'll be different.
Oh no, they'll be sledging. There'll be plenty of banter going on over there. I have absolutely no doubt. Have you got to head off, or are you hanging around? Or you do as you please, mate. We're just making a bit of noise while people watch the bowls. Some people have probably muted us, and some people are listening in to you and not even watching the bowls. Probably your stories are very interesting. So it's.
I've only dropped the one at the moment, which is a surprise for myself. I've been worried all morning that I was going to get on here and swear.
I didn't have time to pre-warn you. We had one bloke drop the F-bomb once, and I don't think he even realised he'd done it. And it was the first time it happened, and I kept going like nothing had happened. He did also, and then I said to him afterwards, "Oh, lovely bowl from Bernard." Bernard's just won the pairs here. Bernard and Mark, so the lead and the skipper, the two most successful blokes of the first 3 days of the week.
Yeah, right.
So the girls are up against a tough opposition. Yeah, I told him afterwards. I said, "You realise what you said in the first 5 minutes?" He goes, "No, what did I say?" I said, "Have a guess which word you used." Well, you've done very well. Lovely start again from Chris, and that's just behind the jack, so that's in a good spot.
It was a bit hard to get around that one with the name of the rally.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure most people... I'll say it again, the Shipbox Rally. So I reckon there's some dilapidated... Is that the word? Dilapidated?
Yeah, there's the guys that we've sponsored are ex-service as well, so that was the major reason why we got behind them.
Yep.
So we try and get behind as many veteran things as we can with businesses and stuff like that.
Yep. Absolutely perfect leading from Bernard. That's about as good as it gets. Australia's best would be happy with that.
Yeah, right.
If you're leading and you've got one on and one right behind, you've given your teammates the best start that they could possibly get for an end. If this bowl stays up, that's going to be in a good home too. Any contact now on the front white bowl from the girls' team, they've got two catches back there, so it's... Do they have a night owls here? They would have a night owls that runs during the summer months.
I am not sure.
That's the sort of thing you want to get, mum, dad and kids down, and then they get a bowler that comes along and gives them a hand, and getting the school kids involved. I did it. I was working in the schools in South Australia.
Yep.
And we couldn't get them to do it for sport. We couldn't get enough commitment for a week on, week off, so we just waited till their end of season. And the kids, they want to go to the beach or the river, and when we told them about lawn bowls, you should have seen them. I had no idea that they would have been keen. But what I loved about it was the footballers, the netballers, the cricketers, all of those kids wanted to do everything hardest, fastest, and get it all done first. And the ones that weren't as good at the mainstream sports, big wick there from Doris, the ones that weren't as popular or well-known in those mainstream sports, they stood up really quick. They listened to instructions. They took their time. It wasn't a race. It wasn't a competition to hit the bowl the hardest. Yep. And it was the great equaliser.
Yeah, right.
It'll stick in my mind forever. It was one day of, nice bowl there. Might have rolled him out just a little too far, but no harm done. Seeing the smiles on the faces, Brad,
Yeah.
honestly, it's the best part. It really is.
That's one of the reasons why we push so hard for our RSL active events.
Yep.
Is the smile on the kids' faces, and for them to make the connections and see that other families are much like us.
Yep. If we stopped and thought about the influences that happened in our lives when we were younger, that's when you know you're doing a good thing. You think, oh yeah, I remember that bloke who helped me at soccer training, or I know that person that helped me with my, reading at school, and I was struggling to do it. That forms a big part of that person's life, because we still remember it at our age now.
Yep.
Those kids haven't realised the importance of it yet. Bugsy's got a good bowl there. Trailed it back to that catcher that we said was in a good spot before.
And what was that he just sprayed on the bowl then?
So if a bowl is delivered, goes down, doesn't matter whether it bounces off, gets a wick off another bowl. If it touches the jack, it's considered a live bowl no matter what from there on in. So they spray it with a bit of spray chalk. That way, if somebody comes in with a drive later on, smashes them all to pieces. Have a look at this one. Has she got shot? Fantastic bowl from Rayleigh War there. Showing these boys what for. That's perseverance for you. So if that bowl that was chalked because it touched the jack on the way down, if it gets knocked into the ditch at the end, as long as it's between the
markers,
it remains live. Because the bowl and the jack could get knocked into the ditch later on.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's within the side boundary, it's still live. If it gets knocked out sideways, it's done. If a bowl that's already down in the head gets knocked onto the jack, no, not good enough. You don't get chalk for that.
Yeah, right.
You must deliver the bowl, and before the bowl stops, it's got to touch the jack. So it's a little reminder, because sometimes blokes come down 100 mile an hour to scatter ahead,
Mm-hmm.
and a bowl can go flying. You go, which one was the toucher? So in the old days, it was lick a bit of chalk and off you go. It's nearly it's a bit of a badge of honour, really. I guess it's a short-term trophy, because you got the toucher. Rayleigh's drawn one round the back. I've got a good feeling she might have got shot there. Look at that, high fives from all the opposition, everybody. Everyone's high-fiving her. Fantastic. The sportsmanship being shown here is great. Once again, as we mentioned earlier, very special thank you to Mildura RSL. Do you call it the sub-branch in the title?
Not in the title, really. We just have it as the Mildura RSL.
Yep.
The sub-branch side of things still there and still is like the important part of it. But when everyone thinks of the RSL, they think of the bistro and the pokies. They forget that we have our advocate there to help veterans.
Yep.
And our veteran service manager.
Oh, that's a dirty week. That's a dirty week, that is. You got the gist of what's going on there?
Yep.
That's having a bit of luck. And there's usually a quick apology, sorry. even if it does end up closest to the jack, there's still an apology. Tracy's heading in the right direction here. Got to be close. Oh, very close. So Mark will probably be, he's coming down on his forehand. He's probably going to try and come round, and he wants to try and sit on the two bowls just there at 7 o'clock. He's probably thrown it. His weight's lovely for it. Just enough to give them a bump is what he was looking for, so his weight was good, just a tiny bit wide. Here it is. Best chance the girls have had to get their pants saver right now. she's just called out to the teammates. She took the weight off. So hard to be consistent over and over and over. A little bit of physical violence going on there between two teammates. Oh dear, oh dear. They're having a ball. That's the best part of it, mate. They're all having fun out there. Everyone's trying, regardless of how the score looks. Everybody's trying. One of the trickiest parts of the job is bowling the jack down, I think.
There's a lot of pressure.
There is. Everybody's watching, and you'll get skippers that expect it to be a particular, they'll stand where they want the length. They might want to play a long end. They've noticed the opponents aren't playing well on the longer ends or the shorter ends, so... This is certainly what we'd call a shorter end. I don't think Chris will mind me saying. Speaking of short, here comes Chris Hunter from the Broken Hill Bowls Club. Lovely lady. She was hitting me the other day. Hit me on the arm every time I got one closer than hers. She was a barrel of laughs, I tell you. Lovely lady. Her and Doris were just great to play against. Poor old Doris, she had that many shots where she missed the jack, a centimetre, an inch at the most.
Yep.
I reckon she would have had 10 in a game of 14 ends where she just missed the jack. And if it was not for that, they'd have absolutely flogged us. Yeah, a bit of weight from Bernard there. Beautiful. Do you know the population roughly of Mildura? I'll throw some extra specky questions at you now. Either that or see how good you are at Googling.
I can Google it, but...
No, she's right. Just wondering in comparison, to... I'm more familiar now. Like you said, you moved from Bendigo to here, and it was a bit of a shock. I moved from Brisbane to Mount Gambier.
Oh.
So temperature-wise and, population size, quite contrasting. But
so our old mate, Dr. Google, he's told us it is approximately 57,544.
okay, so a decent sized town. We've got some more big news coming up too, folks, with regards to the Mildura Bowls Club and them actually being a host of the World Bowl Series Prime event in September this year. $30,000 in prize money. So that's a big coup to the club there. You'll have the world's and Australia's best in town for that event. We'll talk more about that later, I think, when we've got... hopefully we're getting President John to come over and have a chat with us later. This wind's starting to play havoc with them a little bit. Mind you, that bowl from Kieran's not far off. The lovely Doris Roberts. 81 years of age. She was telling me all about her family. Have a look at this bowl. Close there. That'll be second best. Very proudly speaking of her two daughters, husbands, grandchildren. The people you meet and the conversations you have in a game of bowls. You learn a lot about somebody. In an hour and a half. and their families and where they're from and things like that. This is, you can see the accuracy isn't as good this end. This is, they've all been playing. Well, last time we played in this direction, the jack was on the tee. So 2 metres from the ditch.
Yep.
And this time we're about as short as you can get. So Bernard's changed things around. Some teams do it for strategy, to put the opposition off if they don't think they can play that length. Other times it's just the way the jack comes out when you let it go. I'm pretty sure Bernard had a plan in mind, because I know he's good enough that he wouldn't have just accidentally sent it 2 completely different lengths. Either that, or he's just stirring up his teammate Mark Peters and just keeping him guessing what's going on. These boys do play little funny buggers sometimes. The poor old skippers are up here on their own. The other 3 can be down there and said, "Oh, watch me stir him up here. I'll send the jack miles down past where he wants it."
Bit of banter's always good.
It's a very big part of the game. I think without the banter, a lot of people would be less interested in bowls. Would that be a nice way to put it? Here we go. There you go. They've got the shot. The crowd comes alive. Great bowl. Just a little touch there from Rayleigh, and she's just popped the jack out to Doris's grey bowl. Come on, girls. You do. Yeah, the girls are just walking past saying, "We've just got to get on the board." They know the rule about the undies up the flagpole. So a little bit of pressure here, even though, what are we, 17-0. Bit of pressure on, because the boys will be stirring up Mark, saying, "Come on, Skip. You're the boss. You got to fix this." Have a look at this very first bowl. Absolutely first bowl. The heartbreaker for the girls, I got to say. You don't get Christmas cards doing that to 4 ladies, I tell you. They'll be talking about you, but it won't be nice. They'll be waving the finger at him. But Tracy can do the same. She's going the backhand, so she's looking to just push that last bowl through, I'd say. Our apologies, folks. We just had the marquee go. We had monitors knocking Brad and I out the way. We had the marquee flying through the air. So we'll get back to you shortly, folks. We'll get the camera on for you and we'll get back to the action for you. I'll tell you the story in a moment. Let me get things sorted first. Good thing was the cameras didn't blow over, and they're the most expensive part. It was just us being decapitated was my biggest concern for a second there. A little bit squashed for space where we are. I think we've got things back relatively within order. Thank you for putting up your patience, folks. And thank you, Mark. Saved my bacon. Sorry, Brad. The bowlers came racing over to help us. There'll be one Peter Roshock at home watching us right now saying, oh, I think I know what he's talking about here. We've had the equipment get blown around before, but we've never had a marquee and two monitors going through the air simultaneously. We've broken new ground here, Brad. So it looked like there was another 4 there on that last end. But the girls were so close. All right, if anybody could let us know on the live chat if everything does appear to still be working fine. We lost a lot of information there, so if you could please let us know, Kathy, or thanks, Kathy. Good to see that you've got involved. Yep, it's all working. Thank you very much for that. That was quite a interesting little event, that. Big thank you to Brad McLashen. It's very much appreciated, mate.
Oh, thank you very much for having us down here.
President of the Mildura RSL. Very busy man, I'd imagine.
I am at the moment. I seem to be running around like a headless chook the last few days.
I'm not going to ask how many hours a week you're doing, but it is a credit to you, to all of your crew, right down to the cleaners, the bar people, the chefs, your committee, everybody that has involvement in the local community, mate. I can only tell you the little bit from a bowler's point of view how very important that is to so many people. The people at home are getting to see this because of your involvement. The people that are here playing, like myself, travelled over 500 kilometres to get to the event to come and play bowls with nice people. Yep. Without the involvement of people like yourselves, it wouldn't happen. So thank you very, very much.
No, thank you all for having us here and letting me do a spiel about our RSL. I've enjoyed it this morning.
They were probably all very happy to hear a different voice than mine for a change, mate. So, and you didn't say anything rude. You didn't get in trouble. No. You've done a fantastic job.
I was worried if I was going to let one slip. That's all I was worried about this morning.
Well, now that you haven't done anything wrong, you can let your family and friends know that you were doing it. Oh. Now you can tell them that to go and watch it.
They'll know.
Youtubelivesports.
They'll know. They'll find it, and it'll be everywhere very soon. And then to take the mickey out of me.
Yeah. Look, thank you very much for your time. I know you're busy. It's much appreciated for catching the monitors, for catching the gazebo. Thank heaven somebody with some muscle. Oh, hello. Oh, what a bowl. And he's just hung on to it too. Mark Peters, he's on fire. He's been bowling this well all week. I don't know how you can be so consistent for so long. All right, mate. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks again.
And thanks to all the work of all the veterans too.
No worries at all. Thank you very much.
That was lovely having Brad with us. What a gentleman. You couldn't ask for a nicer guy to be running your RSL club, that's for sure. Another 2 to the boys from Mildura. The greens are fantastic, Brett. I spoke with the greenkeeper here yesterday. I didn't get his name. 40 years he's been greenkeeper here at Mildura. And he does an absolutely fantastic job. They've laser leveled and top dressed in the last 12 months. So work is always still going on to improve what they've already got, and what they've got is already fantastic. So, yeah, very, very good. Alrighty. I'm praying, as I'm probably sure some of the viewers are too, I'm just praying these girls win and end soon. They have tried so hard. All week they've tried very hard. They've come up against a lot of good opposition. And at 21-0, I don't think the ladies would be surprised. I heard the banter yesterday. They knew they were going to be up against these fellas, and they knew it wasn't going to be easy. Yeah. I'm kind of glad the cameras weren't on us a little while ago, because when these monitors started to fly at my face and marquees were blowing over my head, I might just go and do a little bit more securing things down. I'll be with you shortly, folks. We weren't expecting this sort of wind. Oh, Chris has got the jack. Fantastic that she's got that. That gives her teammates a bit of a chance. Bernard's lovely lead bowls are now wasted, unfortunately. Well, not wasted, but they're not as good as a spot as they were. And that one's only just dropped in right next to the where the jack marker is. Fantastic to see so many people have tuned in. And I know people are working today, so if they get a chance to come back and see some more later. No, Wombat, the wind, look, there's not a breath right now. There's not a breath of wind, and this is the region. The wind can whip up all of a sudden and pick up a 3 by 3 metre marquee. It nearly lifted our table up. Monitors were actually coming across the table, not just falling onto the table. I mean, blowing across the table straight at my face. Just a little bit tricky, so you can imagine for the players it doesn't make it easy for them. Doris just dropping into the ditch there, but awful close to. You can see the white marker there just in front of Tracy. Yeah, Bugsy's probably the closest with that one there. Sure, Riley will be doing everything she can to beat him. Oh, weight looks good. If she's past that bowl, yeah, that'll be the shot, I'd imagine. The girls aren't giving up without a fight. Yeah, Dale just a little short bat, same as his previous bowl. So a little bit of nervous now. Rayleigh's just got to get around those two last bowls. Don't want to promote them, that's for sure. She is around them. How's the weight? This is looking very, very good. And she's just got it back inside the boundary marker. So this is the last end. So it's a 12-end match. My apologies. I was led to believe it was 14. So after this match, folks, we'll be heading to a break. There is a separate link for the afternoon. There's 2 more games in the afternoon. One of those teams I know is a 3-game, 3 from 3 yesterday. Thank you to those of you who have tuned in for the very first time. And to those, Terry Turner, Kathy, Wombat, lots of people that have been tuning in over the last few months. It's been fabulous to have you as part of this journey. We'll be back with more games this afternoon. This afternoon's games. This afternoon's games are Essendon versus a King from Essendon up against L. Molesdale. Now, the details I have here says Adelaide, but I don't believe he's from the Adelaide Bowling Club. We are trying to find out. We will find out, obviously, at the start of the game. So that's game 2. So straight after lunch, Essendon versus some Adelaide players. And game 3 after that, Marion versus Somerton. Bit of a local derby for South Australians. Will this one get back in bounds? It's just fallen in. Yeah, Mark was real unlucky there. Oh, what a bowl. Stay up, please. Oh, no. We'll try and get one of the players to come over after they've finished doing the handshake, folks. But it's a convincing victory to the boys, the Mildura boys. I don't know who ended up with the last shot. You will be happy to hear, folks, the ladies got a 2 on the very last end. The pants are safe. The knickers are safe. So that's fantastic. They persevered all the way through that. Managed to get a 2 on the very last end. And it's a real big welcome now to Mark Peters. He's the winning skipper of this match. Well, welcome, Mark, and congratulations.
Thanks, Tim.
Good afternoon, or good morning out there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning.
How'd you handle that win when that mini cyclone picked everything up?
Better than you did, I think. You nearly sailed away.
I nearly didn't need a haircut for another 12 months, I tell you. Nearly took me off from the chin up. Congratulations, mate. That was an interesting game. There was lots of changes in different positions. The girls knew they were up against you right from the start.
Yeah, they had it up. Poor ladies, I feel sorry for them a bit, but you know what can we do? We need to win big to get some points on the board.
That's right.
We can hopefully make it at the other end of the competition.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I've played against Doris and Chris and also Tracy this week. They're out there having fun just like all of us.
Yeah, they had a ball.
And they battled on and battled on. They never gave in, and I absolutely love it. But like you said, when there's $6,000 up for grabs...
That's right. No mercy.
Yeah. Before I go any further, we'll just look back through some of the live comments that have come in today. Your mum and dad tuned in.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd let you know some of the people.
Hi, Mum and Dad.
Yeah. Smashy Mate, go Uncle Mark.
Yeah.
Craig McFarlane.
Hey, Craig.
He knows you as
Cousin.
well.
That's me. I rang him last night.
Eve Taylor.
Yep.
Says Grandpa said come home with $6,000. So, where are they? I just thought I'd let you know because this is what the whole me live streaming is all about, mate. Yeah. It's about getting the community involved and your teammates, your family, they've all got involved in it and that's been fantastic.
That's great. I'm glad they put comments up for you.
Yep. Look, it just means that they're showing some interest in a family member or a teammate's game and I think that's really important, mate. So... Another big congratulations to you and Bernard.
Thank you.
Getting over the line in the pairs the other day. What a hell of a final game that was.
I thought we were gone. We dropped a 6 on the third end to go 7-1 down.
Yep.
But then last 3 ends we picked it up and got 3 ends in a row to get over the top 10-9. So
it was
good. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and look, there was a lot of people watching. You've made your Mildura teammates very, very proud.
Yeah, pretty happy.
I know you got close last year in the semi-final.
Well, you yourself knocked us out in the semi-finals, I believe. That was a 10-9 game as well.
You didn't have to mention that one. And that was 10-9, yeah. So, look, it just goes to show the standard of the bowls and bowlers that are turning up here at Mildura, the importance of the game. the friendliness, like the clapping and the hugging amongst you 8 players while you're out there playing there is exactly what, unfortunately, I try and focus on what the bowls are doing, but I'm watching in the background and I'm seeing all the hugs, all the high fives, and it didn't matter what the score was. Everybody knew that everyone was putting in 110.
That's right.
So it was really good. What's on the agenda? You got pairs again this weekend as well?
Yeah, I'm playing pairs with my mate Karen from Meetung.
Oh, good.
This weekend.
Yep.
He plays in the Premier League in East Gippsland, so should
Excellent. Geez, you play with all the crappy players, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I get all the bad coin tosses too.
Maybe I'll get some of them on and we'll speak to them, find out what they think of playing with you. That might be the other way of looking at it, mightn't it? But look, very good, and you've had a fantastic pennant season here at Mildura too.
Yeah,
I believe.
we won the Division 1 pennant in the Sunraysia area.
Yep.
And then we went to Murray Downs and played for the Rangels and just came in second place to Murray Downs, so we did pretty well.
And you won Division 1 in midweek pennant as well?
We won Division 1 big week and we won Division 4 as well. Wow. And came runners-up in Division 2 on Saturday pennant.
That's fantastic. So the club's really going ahead.
Yeah, the club's firing,
Yeah, getting some great results. You got some great sponsors. Yep, you've got some great sponsors.
That's right.
And the administration here, between John as your president, Chris Mitchell running tournaments like this, the 3 years that I've been coming, I'm just looking across now, I'm seeing all the guys from Marion, Somerton, there's Essendon, I think there's some from Tassie here.
Yeah, there's some from Tassie.
You're getting
New
people
South
coming
Wales,
from a long way away.
Adelaide, yeah, everywhere. Even people from Queensland.
Even idiots can come up from Mount Gambier to get away from the cold.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, congratulations, mate. Well done on the first game. So that's 3 out of 4 you have at the moment.
Yeah, 3 out of 4. We lost our second game yesterday, but that's okay.
So you'll be going in to find out whilst you're having a nice lunch.
Yeah.
Find out how everybody else is going. Hang in there, mate.
Thanks,
Anything can happen, as you know. So anyway, folks, we'll pretty much wrap up this broadcast now. Once again, like to thank all the major and the minor sponsors that we've brought up on the screen. Collie and Tierney, Davison Motors and Mildura RSL. We heard from Brad before. They're the major sponsors of the event. There's also a couple of others. There's a $1,700 raffle prize up for grabs, folks. A 3-night stay on a brand new Amaroo houseboat on the Murray River. Also, a massive thank you to Bluey's Mobile Tyre Service, to Jason there. Absolutely fantastic service. Saves you going anywhere, having to take your spare off, folks. Jason is the sort of bloke that bends over backwards, goes out of his way to help you out. To Byron and his team down at the Apex River Beach Holiday Park, thank you very much for your hospitality down there. They've had a tinny rally. They had a heap of blokes down there with tinnies, and the place was full of swags the other day. It was fantastic. Lots of caravans on the powered sites, lots of cabins and things like that. They've got a big event coming up not too far away. September and October this year, so only a few months away. The Apex Country Music Festival will be on there. So, and of course this afternoon you'll have to go to the other back into YouTube, folks. Click on the other link for the afternoon game. Essendon versus Adelaide, and then Marion and Somerton. So that's South Australian or Adelaide versus Adelaide game coming up there. Thanks, Mark. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The monitors are going again. We're going well here.
The wind.
All right, we need to go and buy some more sticky tape, super glue and hockey straps. We'll catch you later, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, mate.
Hope to see you back. 12:45 Victorian time is when we expect the game to be starting again. See you all then, folks. Thanks for tuning in.